Home Media.
This episode is sponsored by Big Fish Bail Bonds. Big Fish Bail Bonds is your first choice in bondsmen. We are located 3 blocks away from the Sedgwick County Jail in Wichita, Kansas. We accept all major credit cards and we accept payment plans on big bonds with no collateral in some cases. Find us at bigfishbailbonds.us or give us a call at 316-262-4100. Big Fish Bail Bonds. Big or small, we release them all.
Best Rate for the Win. I'm Ashley McClure with IVP Benefits Consulting Group. We want to help you or your company find the best health, dental, and vision insurance rates available without sacrificing any benefits. Call us at 620-904-7010 to find your winning rate.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Kansas Missing and Unsolved podcast. My name is Ricky Chaburgi, your host, and joining me from Arizona is Derek. How you doing tonight, Derek?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
It's been a day. It's just been a day.
We have 11 people watching on Facebook. We got a message about 5 minutes before we went on that said Facebook Live was not working this evening. There was like a mass outage. So if we're on, it looks like there's 9 people watching. So
that's good. I posted our YouTube link as a backup just in case it wasn't working. So hopefully you'll stick with us to the show. I was telling Derek before the show, I'm getting so tired of Facebook and there, if it's not broke, don't fix it syndrome. It's just driving me crazy.
Hello, Trisha. Hello, Ellen. And hello, Christopher. There we go. Trisha's in the spirit. She's sharing the show. That's what we got to do. We got to get people here.
I was telling Derek about another issue I was having is when I get a message in KMU's inbox for a flyer request and I get the flyer made, I cannot, from my computer, message it back to them so they can see it to approve it. I have to email it to myself and then save it to my phone, and then I can send it to them through Messenger from my phone, but not my computer. So it's like, Facebook, I don't know what you're doing, but please stop it. It's driving me.
I don't get it, man. And there's been like what's up everybody? Tatum's here. There's been like here's
yeah, DK, I believe we got you updated as located in the original flyer pulled, so we have a one up that says you're located. So I think we did take you off.
I was gonna say I thought we had just taken her off before the show. You told me she was found. Glad you're safe.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Andrea says she is the granddaughter of Don Sager on our site. Wow.
Oh, wow. I think it's been a while since we've covered him, I believe.
You should write that one down. We should cover that next week. It is on the site, but yeah, we want to make sure we're covering all these cases. Rosie Combs in the house.
Yeah.
Tatum says that you're off there. There you go.
You're removed. Good.
Perfect. Well, it's always good. Start the show off with somebody being, not missing anymore. Them checking in and letting us know that they're safe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at Donald Sager's flyer in my files. Okay, yeah. Okay.
And we have Heather from Topeka.
I'll make sure it's updated before we cover him, though. I want to make sure we have everything updated properly.
And in backstage, Double T saying that KBI canceled the silver alert. You were telling me about that earlier.
Yeah,
right?
Bobby Bulk. Yeah. Okay. Yep, I was informed he was found safe, but he was found 3 hours away from Clay Center.
Sheesh.
That's the only information I have on that. He was found 3 hours away.
Those silver alerts are scary. You never know if they're just out joyriding or if they just forgot to tell people they were leaving or if they're confused. It's a real scary situation.
Yeah, we've got Esther Unruh in the house. Hey, Esther, how you doing? She messaged me earlier, I think it was yesterday, and asked me if the show was Thursday this week. And I said, nope, it's tomorrow night.
I had to text Ricky this morning and say, are we doing a show today? Because I get confused. I'm finally getting all back to normal. I'm kind of like half sick, half not. Like I'm kind of congested, but other than that, I feel fine. But it's just been kind of weird. My kids have been kind of congested, and pretty much as soon as my kids start going to school, we're sick throughout the whole year. Like we'll have like a few weeks here and a few weeks there where we're not sick, but for the most part, we're sick. Scott's here from Emporia.
Yeah, we got Rodney Cox here. Hey, Rodney.
Awesome. I think she's saying the Silver Alert guy was in Topeka.
In Topeka, wow. He got quite a ways away from Clay Center.
That is far, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Well, y'all know what we're here to do. We're going to cover some cases. We're going to go ahead and get started. And tonight's first case is going to be Jason Washington, out-of-state case from Columbia, Missouri.
Yeah, he has been missing since October 16, 2022. He's 49 years old. He's 6 foot tall, 165 pounds. Has black hair. He does shave it off and brown eyes. He was last seen at the Columbia Square Apartments where he lives in Columbia. Has a medical condition where he suffers from seizures. He is without his medication. Again, he's 49 years old, 6 foot tall, weighs 165 pounds, has black hair that may be shaved and brown eyes. He does have unknown tattoos on both of his arms. If you have any information regarding Jason's disappearance, you know his whereabouts, please call 911 or call the Columbia, Missouri Police Department at 573-874-7652 or the Missouri State Highway Patrol Missing Persons Unit at 573-526-6178 or their toll-free number is 866-362-6422 and see if we can't get Jason located and back to where he needs to be.
I think I read that on one of the Missouri flyers that their missing persons unit is mixed up with their highway patrol. I wonder if that's common in other states to have highway patrol sort of be the unit that deals with missing people.
Yeah.
It'd be a good place to start though. I mean, if you think about it, if a missing person is being moved in a vehicle and some, highway patrol would be, you would want them to be up to date on flyers and see what people look like.
Yeah, and Kim Stanley Butcher is asking about Sasha Brooks Kaminsky, whether there's any updates or not. I haven't heard any new information on her at all. I know we've covered her. It's been probably a few weeks or so ago, but we do need to try to get her covered again to try to generate some more information. So I will write her name down as well.
Yeah, we got to keep them fresh.
Yeah,
especially her case. We've covered her several times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about Carlos Higareta.
Oh, hang on just a second. I was reading Andrea Sager's comment here. She said, you should DM me about the 1984 Donald Sager case. I'll let you know some family secrets. Oh, I will do that, Andrea, after the show. I definitely will. And I hope I don't butcher Carlos's last name. I think it's Higareta, but I'm not sure. But he is missing from Wichita, Kansas, September 21st of this year. He's 16. He's 5'6", 110 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Carlos's disappearance, you know his whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-660-9452 or 316-660-9456 or 316-263-6011. or KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get Carlos located and back to where he needs to be.
Yeah, youngster.
And Tatum was saying St. Louis, Missouri has a missing persons unit that does a lot with cases throughout the state.
Nice.
Yeah,
well, I just remember reading on your flyer, like missing persons highway patrol unit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought that was interesting that those two, that department was the ones that were like, responsible on the flyers. I mean, it's cool. I think it's cool that the highway patrol do that, but I didn't know that was like protocol. I don't know.
Right.
That's cool.
I think they need to reform out their website a little differently though, because on some of them they don't have photos or information. It's just like long little strips where you can just see the name, where they're missing from, where they're missing since, their birth date, whether the police department that's got the report.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll have a flyer or their own flyer up. Sometimes they don't. One of their listings actually has one of KMU's flyers on it.
Really?
Yeah, Tatum was telling me about it before the show.
That's awesome, man.
And Chris Under says he switched over to YouTube, so he's watching us from the YouTube now.
Yeah, I was wondering if I don't think I've ever seen Chris on YouTube. That's cool.
Was Facebook Live acting up, or was it doing okay? I'm wondering.
Many states have the state police on the main database to get information. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Nebraska's got a good one too. Yeah, Nebraska's got a good one too.
Really? Learn something new every day. I didn't know that. I know that highway patrol is so important, as far as helping with the drug problems and the human trafficking. They're the ones out there, in between the towns, and they're a great asset to have. Let's talk about Lamaya K. Schaefer.
Yep, I made an update to that flyer last night for her mom. She asked me if I could add some information to it, which I did. She is Lamia K. Schaefer, missing from Wichita, Kansas, September 20th of this year. She was 13 when she went missing. She's now 14. She is 5'4", weighs 170 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. She was last seen in the 6900 block of West El Standra Circle. Let me say it again, West El Standra Circle in Wichita. She does have a learning disability and suffers from some mental health issues. And that was the information her mama had me on last night. At the time of her disappearance, Lamia was 13 years old. She's now 14. She's 5'4", weighs 170 pounds, has black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Lamia's disappearance, or you know of her whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-660-9452 or 316-660-9456 or 316-263-6011 or KBI at 785-296-4017. See if we can't get Lamia located and back home where she needs to be. Because we're over a month out already. So
yeah, that's a long time. Mom's probably freaking out, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she was pretty adamant that I added the learning disability and the mental health issues to the flyer last night. So I got it added.
Very important information.
Yeah. My friend Annette Lawless on Cake News, she's had Lamia on her Missing in Kansas segment too. So she's getting out there, getting some coverage.
That's good.
Just got to get her found.
Yeah, it's always important, when you have people who have like a learning disability or any kind of mental disability, it's really it's double scary when they're out unaccounted for.
Well, Sarah Sindrick says that Facebook Live is loading a lot. Rodney says getting echo conversations at times. Tricia says she just now got the Facebook notification. Yeah, Sarah, I did put the I'll put the link in the comments here too, but I did put it on the Facebook page too. But here's the link for the YouTube right there. It's crazy. Hopefully it'll work better than Facebook's doing to us. They're doing all this if it's not broke, don't fix it stuff, and it's driving me absolutely crazy. The main thing they have done is if you have a Facebook page that you do in addition to your own personal profile, they've made it to now where you have to, instead of like I used to do where I would have KMU in one tab and I would have my personal on another tab, now you have to switch from your personal to your page and then back from your page to your personal. And if you try to open another tab and open your personal when you're on your page, it'll kick you out of your other one on the other tab. So, I mean, it's stupid. Just stupid. Oh, it's going to be so much better and so much nicer. And it's like, no, it's stupid.
Facebook has continually changed things over the last 5 years to the point where I don't even care anymore. I'm just like, whatever. It's probably worse. Every time it says, hey, we made things better, I'm like, no, you didn't.
No, that's why I say they suffer from the if it's not broke, don't fix it syndrome.
I miss old Facebook where it just worked. Yeah, she says I hate how they do it on Facebook.
Yeah, it's that way on the phone, on the app too. It's the same way, and it's just like I don't know what you guys are thinking, but stop it.
Yeah. Let's talk about Emmanuel Spiller, Wichita, Kansas. I don't know. I forgot this says out of state, but it's not out of state. I just got a little carried away making my flyers today.
Yeah, he's missing out of Wichita, Kansas since June 30th of this year, so it's been quite a few months now. He's 27, 6'3", weighs 150 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. Don't have much more than that, but if you have any information regarding Emmanuel's disappearance, his whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-268-4181 or 316-263-6011 or KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get him located and back to where he needs to be.
He's been gone a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's scary. Tammy says they moved the profile pic.
Yeah.
Rodney says Facebook needs to hit the side of their server with a fist. See if that helps.
Maybe we should just get a petition and demand that they change it back.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I'll see. And I'm restricted. My account's restricted for 5 more days. It says your post will be moved lower in the feed.
Why is that?
I had made a post about a store here, and I don't know. You're not allowed to talk about anything anymore on Facebook, man. I made a post about a store here in town. They were just like, you can't promote that store.
Oh Lord, isn't that censorship?
I don't know. I in this they gave me like a 25-day ban, so I got 5 days left. But I get in trouble on Facebook, and this is something that I posted like months ago. They just gave me a message saying, "Hey, you posted this a few months ago, and you're in trouble. So you have 21 days or whatever in trouble." And that's how it usually happens. About twice a year, I get put in Facebook like trouble for like 3 weeks, and it's for something I did or said like either months or years before they put me in Facebook jail. So
yeah, Trisha said opinions aren't allowed there.
No,
unless it's theirs.
Yeah,
unless it's Facebook's opinion, then you can do it.
I don't know, man. It's just crazy. But 5 more days, and I'll be back to normal. People will
better watch out. They'll shut our video down.
They could, man. They could. Let's talk about my buddy Alexander Perez, missing from Ulysses, Kansas.
Yeah, missing since December 1st of 2020. He was 35 when he went missing. He'll now be 37. He's 5'11", weighs 235 pounds, has black hair that he shaves bald and brown eyes. He called a family member on the phone on December 1st and advised that he'd be coming over to do some laundry. He never arrived at the family member's home, and he has not been heard from or seen by family or friends since then. And he had been staying with family and friends prior to his disappearance. It's believed that Alexander may still be in the local Ulysses area, or he may be in the Garden City, Kansas, or surrounding areas. At the time of his disappearance, he was 35. He's now 37. He's 5'11", weighs 235 pounds, has black hair that he shaves nearly bald and brown eyes. Has a tattoo of a bumblebee on his face underneath his left eye. Has Perez tattooed on one of his arms. Has a tattoo of a cross on a chain across his chest. If you have any information regarding Alexander's disappearance, or you know his whereabouts, please call the Grant County, Kansas Sheriff's Office at 620-356-3500, or the Ulysses, Kansas Police Department at 620-356-4600, or the KBI at 785-296-4017, and see if we can't get Alex located and back home to his family where he should be, where he needs to be.
It's going to be 2 years so quick now.
Yeah. Yep.
I was talking to a lot of his family for a while.
Yeah. I haven't seen Irene or anybody on the show for a while.
No. And I don't know. It got kind of frustrating because I would hit up I have several sources from Alexander's family that I talk to.
Mm-hmm.
But I hit one up most of the time for like updates on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first like year and a half, every time I would message this person, they would have updates. But the last like 6 times I've messaged them, they're just like, we have no idea what's going on. Law enforcement hasn't really told us anything. And and that's pretty normal in a missing person case. Law enforcement can't tell you anything if they don't know anything.
Right.
Or
they can't tell you something if it's going to jeopardize the case.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I mean, as family members, I could see how that's frustrating. Just knowing that the police would love to tell them
Right.
where Alexander is, but as of right now, unless they're keeping a secret, nobody knows where Alexander is.
Right.
So just being his family's got to be tough. All these people we cover, it's got to be tough to, have a loved one that you haven't seen in a long period of time, and just not to know anything, and then not hear anything from like investigation and stuff, and you probably get very discouraged. But it's I believe they're working on it. It's just this one. It's a tough thing. Somebody's missing. Nobody wants to talk. It's a tough case to solve.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Let's talk about Jordan Rodriguez.
Okay. He is missing from Wichita, Kansas since April 24th of this year. He was 14 when he went missing. He's now 15. He's 5'10", weighs 160 pounds, has black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Jordan's disappearance, his whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-660-9452 or 316-660-9456 or 316-263-6011 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get Jordan located and back to where he needs to be.
April, huh? That was a while ago.
Yeah, excuse me.
That was a long time ago. Oh, by the way, we wanted to point out that several, I would say the majority of the flyers we're using tonight were made by a new Facebook page. Ricky, what is Tatum's page called? I don't want to get it wrong.
I don't want to get it wrong either. Yeah, it's called Guardian Voice of the Missing Nationwide.
Yeah, there because when I was pulling cases, I noticed that a lot of the flyers she had made. So, big shout out to her for allowing us to use her flyers.
Somebody named Mark is joining us from YouTube land.
Love it, Mark.
Yeah, and those of you watching on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed to our channel over there, please do and share it out, and encourage others to share it and subscribe to it as well.
If we can just get everybody to move to YouTube, that would be great.
Yeah,
that would be great. Let's talk about Jolie Jackson.
Okay, she is also missing from Wichita, Kansas since August 24th, 2022. She's 16 years old. She is 4'11", weighs 180 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. And if you have any information regarding Jolie's disappearance or her whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-660-9452 or 316-660-9456 or 316-263-6011 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get Jolie located and back to where she needs to be. So I'm sure she's got family worried about her and wanting her home, and let's help get her there.
Yeah. So it's going to be Guardian Voice of the Missing
Nationwide.
And Tatum saying that they have a... Why isn't it posting my comment? There we go. Yeah. Tatum saying there's a page and a group. So
yeah, she's got a page and a group.
And then Tatum's actually joining the party over on YouTube. Everybody's going. Scott Messerschmitt's on YouTube.
Yeah. Apparently Facebook must be having some pretty bad issues tonight.
I think so. But I like it. Now people know we're on YouTube every week, and if they want, they can subscribe and come over here.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Get some people over from YouTube.
Well, Facebook, thank you for that favor.
Yeah.
Even though it was inadvertent, thank you.
We got Ricky 4 subscribers so far today. That's a good deal. Let's talk about Dana Jane Bruce. This is going to be a Sedalia, Missouri case. We try to cover it every week.
Yeah. It's kind of a sad case, but she went missing from Sedalia, Missouri on October 4th of 2008. So just a little over 14 years ago. She was 23 when she went missing. She's now 37. She's 5'2", weighs 98 pounds, has brown hair and greener hazel eyes. She was last seen at her children's babysitter's home in Sedalia. She had left the children there earlier that day so she could go out for the evening. She returned at midnight and gave the babysitter more money and asked her to watch the children for the rest of the night. Dana was seen at Malone's Bar on Main Street with a young man driving a late model red Ford F-150 pickup earlier on the night of her disappearance, and she left with that man at 11:30 p.m. Police have identified the man Dana was with on the night she vanished. He traveled to Atlanta, Georgia after her disappearance, and police questioned him about Dana after he was arrested there on unrelated charges of marijuana possession and driving on a suspended license. Authorities have not named him publicly, but they are calling him a person of interest in her case. He told his questioners that he and Dana parted ways after they left the bar, and he never saw her again after that. She left all of her belongings behind, including her hairbrush and toothbrush, and she does not have credit cards, debit cards, checking account, cell phone, or a car. Again, at the time of her disappearance, she was 23. She would now be 37. She's 5'2" and weighs 98 pounds. She had brown hair that was colored brown at the roots and black at the ends with red highlights and green or hazel eyes. She was last known to be wearing a black shirt with the word Rebel in silver lettering on the front and blue jeans. She has a tattoo of a teddy bear with wings and the name Dylan on her upper left arm. She is blind in her left eye. She has a 2-inch scar along her lower spine and a staple scar on her right shoulder. Her ears are pierced 1 time each. If you have any information regarding Dana's disappearance or you know of her whereabouts, please call the Sedalia, Missouri Police Department at 660-827-7823 or 660-826-8100 or Missouri State Highway Patrol at 573-526-6178, or their toll-free number is 866-362-6422, and see if we can't get Dana located and back home to her family where she should be. And I know her family is still, even after 14 years, still frantically looking for her and trying to get her home. So let's see what we can do to help that out. Sarah Sindrick says she's watching on YouTube, but doesn't like that we can't comment there. Well, you should be able to comment on YouTube. We just won't see it in StreamYard. But well, yeah, we should still see comments because everybody else is commenting from YouTube and we're seeing it. So should be able to, Sarah. And if Derek, if you're talking, you're muted.
Facebook is acting weird.
Yeah. Something wonky going on.
There we go. We'll just post that every few minutes. People come in like, what's going on? I can't hear you. Like, go here.
Right.
Go here. Let's talk about our buddy Kenny Wright check. I'm hoping that we find some resolution on this one soon, man.
Yeah, Kenny Rychek, been missing from Salina, Kansas since November 4th, 2019. 69 years old when he went missing. He's now 72. He is 5'9", weighs 175 pounds, has gray hair and blue eyes. He does sometimes use the last name Brown instead of his given name of Rychek. He does suffer from diminished mental health capabilities and is on disability. He has not tried to access his money since he was last seen, and he may have family in northwest Kansas, possibly around the Colby area. He was last seen at the Gospel Mission in Salina. He left there and hasn't been seen or heard from since that time. He does not have a phone, a vehicle, or any identification on him. His main mode of transportation was a bicycle that he would ride around town or push around town and pick up scrap to sell at All Metal Recycling when it was still known as Salina Iron and Metal. My understanding was his payees weren't real good about making sure he had money with him, so he would pick up scrap and sell it for extra pocket money. Again, when he went missing, he was 69. He's now 72. He's 5'9", weighs about 175 pounds. He has gray hair and blue eyes. If you have any information regarding Kenny's disappearance, you know his whereabouts, please call the Salina, Kansas Police Department at 785-826-7210 or at KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get Kenny located and back to where he needs to be.
Yeah. I still want to know if that money's being cashed.
That's one thing I've never heard any information on. And if by chance anybody watching or knows of anybody in Kenny's family that we might be able to reach out and talk to, please let them know about us and that we've been trying to help get him found and, help us get in contact with him, please. That would be really nice.
Scott, if you subscribe to Ricky's YouTube, we go live there every week, so you should get a notification on there also. Sarah said it works on her computer. She's on
Good
Facebook.
Good deal, Sarah. Good. Good.
We're getting some people over to YouTube. That's one way to do it. Have Facebook breakdown.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Ramel Brown.
Yeah, he doesn't look too thrilled in that picture, does he?
Right.
He's missing from Wichita, Kansas since October 15th of this year. He's 19 years old, 6 foot tall, weighs 156 pounds, has black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Romel's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-268-4181 or the KBI at 785-296-4017. See if we can't get Romel located and back to where he needs to be.
Does that say 19?
Says he's 19.
Okay. Looks a lot younger in the picture. I was just kind of
That's
curious.
what I was thinking too.
Could also be an older picture.
It could be. And some people do look younger for their age too. So
yeah, he could just look young. Well, hopefully Romel gets to where he needs to be.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Nevaeh.
Nevaeh Patton is another Wichita. We got a lot of Wichita tonight.
Yeah, I think a lot of what Tatum had, the flyers that I had pulled from Tatum's page, a lot of those had were Wichita kids from what I noticed.
Well, give me 2 shakes here. I got to pull her flyer up. I guess I missed that one. Goodness.
You're good. You're good. She's only been missing for about 5 days, so I always feel a little better when we do these shows and you see that they've only been missing for a few days. You know, you're like, okay, that's normal. You know, that's people disappear for 3 or 4 or 5 days sometimes, but
okay,
you got to get worried.
I got her now.
Okay, go ahead.
Can't missing from Wichita, Kansas since October 20th of 2022. She's 17. She's 5 foot 5 inches tall, weighs 150 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Nevaeh's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-660-9452 or 316-660-9456 or 316-263-6011 or KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get Nevaeh located and back to where she needs to be. And hopefully somebody does, and we'll do just that. You're muted, Derek.
My dog is freaking out, man.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal is, man. He's just like whining. I'm trying to keep myself muted and tell him to be quiet, but
No.
Tell us about Tammy Kelly, another Wichita, Kansas case.
Okay. She's been missing since October 12th of this year. She's 49, 5 foot 5 inches tall, weighs 155 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Tammy's disappearance or you know of her whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-268-4181 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get her located and back to where she needs to be as well.
49. Yeah, that's I always get a little more concerned when it's like somebody 49 years old probably has places to be. A teenager should be in school, but that wouldn't be the first time a teenager didn't go to school,
Right.
But a 49-year-old person, you would think that they're pretty involved with things as far as having places to be, and so it's always worrisome when somebody stops going to work, stops talking to all their friends. That's scary. Let's talk about Robert Peterson.
Okay. Let's see here. Looking for him here. Looks like that's another one I forgot to pull. So let me go get him.
Come on, Tabruggy.
Well, I was in a rush.
Tabruggy.
Hang on a second here.
What did people make fun of your last name growing up?
Oh, all the time.
Someday off the air, tell me the creative things that they would come up with for your name.
Oh yeah.
I know 2 Rickies that I do podcasting with you, Ricky Tabruggi, which is a very unique last name. And then my other friend, Ricky, he lives in Brooklyn. His name is Ricky Winkowicz. I can barely say
Wow.
it. But yeah, all my friends named Ricky have unique last names.
That's crazy. Second here, I almost got it.
You're good. This
Sorry,
looks like
folks.
maybe a driver's license photo on him.
Sorry, folks, having a little difficulty here. When Facebook doesn't help the process.
Are you looking on Facebook for it?
Well, I forgot to save it to my computer, so I got to go back to Messenger on Facebook and
I might have
pull it up. Such a hurry to get everything pulled, I missed him, and I don't know how I managed to do that.
I think I got it. Hold on. No, did you send me that one?
I think I did.
That's not one I pulled.
I don't remember. I didn't see it in the message or something.
All right, go ahead and cover Samantha Jackson, and I know I have it somewhere. I'll track it down and I'll send it to you on Facebook.
Okay. Hang on a second here, Samantha Jackson. Oh. Samantha Juarez Jackson. Okay, sorry. Tonight has just not been a good night, man.
Hey, man. We're doing a show. That's all that matters.
Right. That's all that matters is that we're here. And that's another one. Somehow I managed to overlook and not pull, so I'm not getting that one too.
So that one here. Well, okay, so I'll send them to you. So you're
got
just
that
gonna
one.
need.
I got
Samantha?
that one. Yeah, I got that one.
Okay, I'll send you Robert right now. I got it. I'm sending it to you on Facebook.
Okay, so here we go. Sorry, folks. Please forgive me. Okay, yeah, Samantha Juarez Jackson. She's missing from Wichita since September 6, 2022. She's 52 years old. She's 5'4", weighs 193 pounds, has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Samantha's disappearance or you know of her whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-268-4181 or KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get her located and back to where she needs to be. Okay, and you sent me the other one.
Yeah, it should be in Messenger.
And Tatum sent it too, so got it from both of you. So okay, yeah. Robert Peterson's missing from Wichita, Kansas, also since October 17th of this year. He's 64 years old. He's 5'9", weighs 150 pounds. Has blonde hair, almost looks gray to me, and blue eyes. If you have any information regarding Robert's disappearance, or you know his whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-268-4181 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get him located and back to where he needs to be.
Yeah, I always think those are like driver's license pictures when I see them like that. And then tonight we have kind of a short show, which is a good thing because we're having so many problems with the stream. But tonight's featured case is going to be Jaiden Jones from Topeka, Kansas.
I thought we had two others. I thought we had two others besides her. Huh.
You can send if we have two more, send them to me on Facebook, and I'll pull
there already should be in there. I think. I thought I sent them to you. Jaiden Jones is missing from Topeka since October 16th of this year. She's 13 years old. She's 6 foot tall, weighs 200 pounds, has brown hair and hazel eyes. She was last seen in the Oakland area of Topeka with a group of friends. She does have her cell phone, but it's been off since she's been missing. Again, she's 13 years old. She's 6 foot tall, weighs 200 pounds. She has brown hair and hazel eyes. If you have any information regarding Jaiden's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Topeka, Kansas Police Department at 785-368-9247 or 785-368-9551 or 785-368-9200 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 and see if we can't get Jaiden located and back to where she needs to be. Here you go, Heather. I just put the link in there again for you.
And I found those two. I thought you only sent me 5. I didn't realize you sent me 7 cases.
Yeah. At Ada Yaneth and Blanca
Yeah,
Elizabeth.
I got
Yeah.
Ada on the screen right now.
Yeah.
And that's actually Tatum's actual flyer. So for anybody that doesn't follow her page, those are the flyers that you're looking for when you're looking for her page.
Yeah. And Ada Yaneth, I'm hoping I'm not saying this too off, but Yaxkel Rax, missing from Garden City since September 22nd of this year. She's 17. She's 5'2", 125 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. She could be heading out of state to Mexico, California, Tennessee, Nebraska, Minnesota, or Guatemala. She left her home and had no contact since she has left. There is concern for her safety and well-being. If you have any information regarding Ada's disappearance or you know of her whereabouts, please call 911 immediately or call the Garden City Police Department at 620-276-1300 or Detective Aguero 620-315-7617 or KBI at 785-296-4017, or you can dial 411 for tips on your cell phone as well. And see if we can't get Ada located and back to where she needs to be.
Yeah. That's Garden City, man. That's my city.
And Andrea Lynn Vian Tillman says she's sorry she's late, but she hasn't been feeling well. We'll hope you get to feeling better soon, Andrea.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And then the last case we have, it looks like Blanca Elizabeth.
Yeah. I'm trying to locate her flyer in my list here. I know I have it. Let's run this. Okay. Okay, well, she's missing from Garden City since September 22nd, 2022. She's 16. She's 5'4", weighs 135 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. She left her home, has had no contact with anybody since she left, and there is concern for her well-being. She has a birthmark on her upper right shoulder, about dime size. She has a scar on her outer right bicep from a vaccination. She could be heading to Mexico, California, Nebraska, Tennessee, Minnesota, or Guatemala as well. If you have any information regarding Bianca's disappearance, you know her whereabouts, please call the Garden City Police Department at 620-276-1300 or Detective Aguero at 620-315-7617 or the KBI at 785-296-4017 or call 411 for tips, or of course you can call 911 as well and let them know as well. But let's get these two young ladies found and back to where they need to be. It's been over a month.
Yeah. To Garden City. I didn't know they were both from Garden City.
Yeah. Yeah, been a little bit of a rough show, but we made it.
Yeah. I'm actually posting Tatum's flyers. And I'm in a Garden City. It's like the gossip page, you know how every town, your brother has like the Salina page, but thing, this is kind of the gossip page of Garden City. And I should have left it a long time ago because I don't live there anymore, but I've always stayed in it. But I always post about once every 2 months. I'll post Alexander Perez's flyers, but I just posted both of those girls' flyers in there.
Good deal.
Hopefully, I think there's, what does it say? There's 6,000 members in here, and they're all from Garden City. So
good deal.
That'll hopefully get some people in the local area looking around a little bit. But yeah, that's.
Did we make it to Reddit tonight?
No, I was so freaked out about everything else. I just I didn't go to Reddit. Well, Brandon usually sends us to Reddit too, and he's
not here tonight.
He's not doing good. He's not doing good.
No, that's not good.
No, he's going through a lot of changes right now. A lot of changes, and then one of those changes is he lost his insurance for a while because he switched jobs.
Yeah.
And so he got taken off of his psych meds. So he's been struggling with just feeling well.
Oh my goodness. Poor Brandon.
And I think he should. I don't know exactly. I'll have to ask him. But I think he's going to be back on meds soonish. But you can just tell he takes meds for depression, and you can just tell he's dealing with it. He's in the weeds. So I love him, and I hope he feels better, and he'll be back to us next week, I'm sure. But yeah, he's just going through a lot right now. And so if you're a spiritual person, whatever you are, we might have some thoughts and prayers for our buddy Brandon.
Yeah, definitely. Please do that. Yeah, and again, thank everybody for joining us on YouTube, since Facebook's having their issues with if it's not broke, don't fix it. And like I said, as long as you're there on YouTube, go ahead and share it out from YouTube, subscribe to it, encourage everybody else to subscribe and share it. And Trisha's saying, Tatum, I got them, but it won't let me post them on here. I don't know the way. I mean, that'd be nice if they could post the flyers on YouTube. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That would be. I mean, I did a video one time several years back, and I wish I could remember how I did it so I could do it again, where I basically did like a slideshow of flyers and set it to music and posted it that way. But
I'm wondering if it's not letting them post it on YouTube because it's a Facebook group link. I don't know. You never know with competing websites and stuff. You never know what they allow. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, and we do when we're on Twitter also, but we haven't carried the show on Twitter for a long time. I don't think we can anymore. Wasn't there an issue with that or something?
They fixed it. So if you go in there and add the destination to the KMU Twitter, we can start going there.
Oh, good. Yeah, because we're on Twitter as well. And
you can actually go in there, Ricky, and peruse. Just click add a destination. And you can look. You probably have several more places we can go. We have the sponsor page for the studio. So we have where we can go to 8 pages at once tonight. I don't go to any of my personal pages because some of my friends write dirty words in the chat thinking they're funny. So I quit going to any of my personal pages. But I went to your personal page, America Missing Unsolved, Missouri Missing Unsolved, Kansas Missing Unsolved, and your YouTube page. So we had room for 3 more places to go. So yeah, if you can think of any more places to put us. Sarah said she shared it on Facebook. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it might be because it's a Facebook group comment, Trisha. I think YouTube might not like that.
Oh, Facebook. What are we gonna do with you?
Yeah.
Let's maybe get a petition started and demand that they change it back.
Yeah.
Oh no. I don't know. But thank everybody for joining us. And again, sorry about the issues with Facebook. It's something beyond our control, that's for sure. And thank you for switching over to YouTube. And hopefully the quality was better on YouTube than it was on Facebook. So hopefully.
Yeah.
But with that, let's go ahead and do our usual closer out and just say thank you, Heavenly Father, for bringing us together and allowing us to get this show done. And let's bring some missing people home and get them back to their families where they need to be. And as I said in the past, just pray these shows reach the right people with the right hearts, and we'll do the right thing and get that information sent in and bring these folks home where they need to be. Until we see each other again next Thursday, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, look out for each other, and God bless and have a good night. Amen.
Best rate for the win. I'm Ashley McClure with IVP Benefits Consulting Group. We want to help you or your company find the best health, dental, and vision insurance rates available without sacrificing any benefits. Call us at 620-904-7010 to find your winning rate.
This episode is sponsored by Big Fish Bail Bonds. Big Fish Bail Bonds is your first choice in bondsmen. We are located 3 blocks away from the Sedgwick County Jail in Wichita, Kansas. We accept all major credit cards and we accept payment plans on big bonds with no collateral in some cases. Find us at bigfishbailbonds.us or give us a call at 316-262-4100. Big Fish Bail Bonds. Big or small, we release them all.